My name's Ian Davis, coming to you here from Sweeting's Key on Grand Bahama. We're guests of East End Lodge and really loving our stay here. We're going to talk a little bit about how to spot bonefish. There's a few different scenarios. First is when you're on the front of the skiff. You're going to have the guide with you. The guide's going to spot a lot of fish before you. It's kind of fun to try and spot the fish before the guide. But what I generally do is I try not to overlook. I think a lot of people get headaches and strain their eyes from straining to really look for these bonefish. What you're really looking for is color change moving within the water column, as well as nervous waters and tails. Oftentimes you can hear the tails and then look to that general area to search for the fish. As a trout angler, a lot of trout anglers are going to get caught looking at stationary objects, and that'll drive you crazy. Bonefish are always moving about 95% of the time. Oftentimes, if you're waiting alone or the guide's not with you and you see something that looks fishy, point your rod at it. And if it's not moving, it's not a bonefish. And you can move on to the next object that looks fishy. And also, I like to look out far and then scan in close, because they're called the ghosts of the flats for a very good reason. I've had numerous occasions where I see just an eyeball floating right in front of me, and there happens to be a fish attached to that eyeball. So never forget to look in close. They can backdoor you, so you want to 360 degree it and just relax and don't overlook. Once you start to see your first couple fish, it gets a lot easier. Once you train your eyes and your brain to locate bonefish, you'll get better and better at it. Heck, my first 3 bonefish, I never even saw them. The guide directed me to cast, so listen to your guides, and even though you don't see the fish, take direction from them and begin casting and listen to their distance and utilizing the clock system off the front of the boat. Again, East End Lodge, Grand Bahama Island, a great destination. Thank you very much for tuning in.